Hello, and welcome back to Nostalgia Nights. Let's see, I gotta turn my controller back on because it turned off because I was sitting in this menu for so long. In case you haven't seen, because I mostly posted about it on Twitter, my computer that I use for streaming and mostly everything else I do stopped working, and I spent a long time trying to fix it. Ultimately, I did not succeed in trying to fix it. But a few days later, I got the opportunity to borrow a laptop for the sake of streaming until further notice, so I have a temporary solution in order to continue streaming. The last few days have been like a bit stressful for me, so my emotions are a bit like still flaky, even though I have no real reason to be emotional anymore because, you know, I have a temporary solution. But the strange thing about emotions is that they don't just like immediately fix themselves in the snap of an eye. So I'm feeling a bit weird, but I believe streaming a bit will help me get back on track with feeling all right again. So we're gonna try streaming a little bit of Dark Souls 2. Part of the stream is gonna be ensuring everything is working as intended because I had to like set everything up for streaming on this computer and, you know, get the scenes working, get the sources working, get the controller working for this computer. Blah, blah, blah. This is technical stuff, not that interesting. I'm gonna make a new character. We're gonna see if everything works as intended. Stream is gonna be a bit short, probably like an hour, maybe a tiny bit less. Hopefully that's fine. Hopefully everything goes according to plan, and then we can continue this next time. For now, just go through these menus. Is there like a setting I can change for online offline mode? Because the servers are currently down for this game, just like Dark Souls 1 and 3, but on Dark Souls 3 I can set the game to launch in offline mode, so I don't have to spend as long in the menu for it trying to connect to online, but I don't see such an option for this. So every time I boot this game up, it wants me to try to connect to the servers, and it doesn't work, and it takes a while.
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream.
Perhaps I have.
A murky, forgotten land.
The art style they went for in the cinematic of Dark Souls 2 is kind of like realistic.
A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human.
Ugh, spider.
A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
I would freak out if bugs landed on me like that. There's that many. While it's cool that we get to see like the journey to Dragon Lake in the cinematic, it's kind of a shame that we don't get to like experience a lot of this in gameplay. I kind of want to see some of these places in the actual game, you know?
Flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time.
Time after time. Da na 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 na. Time after time. Did not expect to get that song stuck in my head because of this game.
Your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Whee! Do we just kind of like teleport to Dragon Lake? It's been a long time since I've seen the cinematic. It's also been quite a while since I played this game. I played a little bit of it recently, up until Shrine of Amana, but other than that, I have not touched it for like years. Traveling Merchant Coat. And also, I play this game on launch. I played it on every single DLC's launch, but I did not play the new Scholar of the First Sin edition, and I did not realize until recently that even the normal edition got parts of the Scholar of the First Sin updates as a DLC for free. So I know that Scholar of the First Sin includes change in placements for certain enemies, and that's not included in the DLC, which I think is good, because I feel like the change in enemy placement is kind of like something you should have to choose yourself if you want to have or not. I think it's good that that's a part of the purchasable version. I mean, they could enable this as like an optional option in the menu or something. But there's apparently like some new story stuff.
It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
Requirements. I am gonna give me a notification whenever OBS reconnects. That's gonna be annoying. I'm gonna turn down the bitrate a little bit. I'm gonna restart the stream real quick. I assume Steam isn't downloading in the background. It shouldn't be. It normally doesn't. Nope. Doesn't even have anything to download because I have no games on this. I wanna minimize the frame drop, so let's see, put in a name. Actually, I tend to do both names if it's my first character. Do I usually do a space for character names? I forget. I think I do. I'm supposed to anyways.
At least you know your own.
Probably a part of this cutscene got messed up because I lost frames in the middle of it. Sorry about that. This is a test after all.
It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look. Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
A very interesting method of reversing hollowing to give you like a little trinket that's supposed to remind you of yourself. Hold on to your memories. So, is there a starting class here that has the longsword, or is there only... There's only the... It's weird how the warrior starts with a broken sword. That's so weird. I'll probably go knight anyways. I tend to always go knight. Gifts. Let's see, what's the gifts in this game? Life ring, human effigy, healing wares, homeward bone, seed of a tree of giants, bonfire, ascetic, or petrified something, which is technically like the useless item in this game. I think you can trade it to the crows, and I don't remember how trading with crow in this game works, if it's completely random what you get, or if this gives you like a demon great hammer or something. I don't think it does. That would be a bit strange. Probably random. I feel like I just have gotten it before. I'll take this, but I'm not going to trade it. I just like taking the useless item. There's just something fun about it. How do I swap the top menu? Right, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, keep gender and build. I want to change the build. I feel like I tend to go slim on Dark Souls 1. I tend to not touch it on Dark Souls 2. Why can't I see the names of the body shapes? Kind of helps me figure out, because like some of them, sometimes there's like slim, and there's like slim upper, not slim lower and stuff. I'm guessing this is ultra slim. I'll go slim once. I don't need to be super muscular. Face, homeland. Wait, so it changes no matter which one I choose, but if I don't choose any, I stay as this. We'll just stay as this, why not? Hairstyle? Guess we'll just stay on this. Probably not going to spend too much time customizing, because, I don't know, I find the customization in this a little bit hard to make a good-looking character. And unlike Dark Souls 3, I don't think I can make a preset. Not that I would have one anyways, because, you know, different computer. Yeah, remove a little bit of red from the hair and just do that, I guess. Eyebrow. No, not that important. Eyebrow color. Can you just have it mimic the hair? Otherwise, I'll just do this and then that. Eye color. We're gonna go blue eyes. And to do blue eyes. But should I just keep the blue eyes I've got? Changed them a little bit. Sure how I feel about this color, but I want to cover up the strange face shape with some beard. Beard doesn't look that much better, does it? Beard color, no point. Any tattoos? No. Advanced settings? No, we're not that advanced. We'll take what we get. Finish creation. Is this your true self? I suppose it is.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse. You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance. Well, you never know. Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom. But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Hey, as long as I can keep trying, it's fine, you know? And all this stuff, right, because I got, what is it called? Collector's Edition? So I get a bunch of weapons that I've never found useful. I don't think a single one of these weapons is, like, very useful. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they use it on a speedrun, I don't friggin' know. Is there a single shield that has 100% block? Nope, highest is 90%. So, yeah, I tend to not use any of this. Oh, I can keep the hood. Neat. Actually, I don't dislike this armor. I'll put the hood on. How do I see my... Okay, carry capacity is bottom right. When does it change in this game? Is it still 70%? Okay, go upstairs and rob the place. I think there might be an effigy or something. And when I first played this game, I got so sad because there's a new chest model, so I couldn't like look for mimics by looking at the chain. And because of that, I thought, okay, I should whack the chest in order to check if it's a mimic. When I whacked the wooden chest, it like rattled a bit. So I was like, wait, are they trying to trick me? Is it rattling because it's a mimic? So just to make sure, I whacked it again, and that broke the chest along with the contents. And that was so frustrating. I never got to know what was in that chest until either I started a new character or started a new game plus. So, no whacking chests in this game, you just gotta know which ones are mimics, I suppose. You can also throw Lloyd talismans, and maybe you can hear it. We'll find out in due time if I get eaten by mimics. We'll run through the tutorial area, but I'm not gonna do the thing that I sometimes do where I'll light all the sconces. There's no reason to do so as far as I know, so we're just gonna whack you and try to get used to the pacing. Oh, that is very different, yeah. Yeah, this game is very, like, the animations are a lot slower for both you and enemies. I like the fast ones in Dark Souls 3. It just feels very dynamic, and I like the idea of... Oh god, my controller is freaking out on me. Controller, you good? I like the idea of being able to fight on intuition and reaction. I find that fun. This game is a bit more slow-paced and methodical, which has its own appeal, but I like the fast-paced, intuition, reaction-based gameplay. There's a lot of people that do enjoy this game style over Dark Souls 1 and 3 as well, so all up to preference. Although the biggest thing about Dark Souls 2 that like felt a bit off to me was the art direction. Felt a bit off. I think that was like one of the main reasons I felt a bit like disconnected from the game the first time I played it. Because I didn't like how, for example, I'm having like a lot of controller issues. I don't know why. Hopefully it's not actual big deal. No, I'm not gonna give you anything. I don't wanna. What was I thinking? Yeah, for example, I'm not a big fan of how hollowing in this game makes you like a green zombie thing. I felt like the hollowing in Dark Souls 1. I mean, I liked it more. It's more so that like I was surprised that the second game wouldn't stay true to the visualization of hollowing in Dark Souls 1, but it is what it is. I mean, hollowing in Dark Souls 3 also looks different. Okay, how do you jump in this game? Is it circle or is it L3? L3, alright. Spooky jump. Ugh. But one of the cool things about this game is it has a really cool dual wielding system that I hopefully will be able to take advantage of. I usually don't use it that much, but we'll give it a try. I probably mentioned this during my Dark Souls 1 and 3 playthroughs that I see... Oh, Roller, you good? I see Dark Souls 1 as block souls, Dark Souls 3 as dodge souls, and Dark Souls 2 is move souls, where you can just avoid a lot of attacks by just moving in a good way. Not having to dodge or attack. No, not dodge or block, I mean. So we'll see how true that stays upon playing through this game. Man, something about the controller feels really off. Hopefully I get used to it. Maybe I have a bad signal or something, because I'm playing with the controller over Bluetooth, like I usually do, but this is a different computer after all, so... was I supposed to jump to get that? Probably. There is ground beneath me, right? I'll climb up there and get it. Oh yeah, I also found it very strange how you have life gems in this game, a healing item that's a consumable and farmable resource, and I found that kind of like Feels like a bit deviates from the idea of having a fixed number of healing in forms of Estus Flasks, because I kind of like the fixed Estus Flask form of it, because it means you know exactly how much healing you're gonna have and how much healing you can rely on. Whereas when it's a farmable resource, you might, if you struggle in your playthrough, you'll find yourself having very little healing, and if you do too well, you'll find yourself having way too much healing, and it feels like a bit weird. It's very nice to have, to know that you have consistent healing options. Because, just gonna whack you, I missed, and I'm gonna die. Let me pop a life gem. I did die. Ha! We're gonna go hello! Woo! What was I saying about healing options? I feel like Dark Souls is a game series where you should embrace the idea of dying, because it will most likely happen, right? At least if you're new to the game. And even if you've played the game a bunch of times, unless you like specifically try to never die, you will likely die during your playthrough. It's highly likely. And I find it much more fun and much more healthy to play the game from an approach where you know that you will likely die and it's completely fine to die. But when you have consumable healing resources, it kind of feels like the game punishes you more for dying, and as a result, it kinda doesn't feel like you can play with that mentality as easily. The game does eventually, quite early on, hand you Estus Flasks though, so you will have the consistent healing, which at that point it just becomes they give you excessive healing options, which is a bit strange. I believe life gems, they are faster to use, but they're slow to heal you because they are like health over time. So, in terms of like contrast to Estus Flask, and like they're faster but heal slow, that's a pretty cool like concept. I like that one. I have a bit mixed feelings about the idea of having consumable healing in Dark Souls. Is it this way I go if I want to fight the... You know what? I forgot to fight a guy. How did I forget to fight a guy? Is it big... Did I... No, I walked out myself. That is entirely my bad. I need to go back. Go back and fight a guy. This game also punishes you a lot for dying because you lose a portion of your max health every time you die, which is not the case in Dark Souls 1, so it felt like a bit of a change from that. Down to 50% max health after, is it 10 deaths or is it 5 deaths? Probably 10 deaths, I feel like. But Dark Souls 3 kind of does the same thing, even though it's kind of portrayed as when you're embered you have bonus health rather than your health goes down, but ultimately you can consider it similar, because if you try to stay embered all the time, you have less health if you lose your ember, in the same way that if you die here, you become more hollow and you lose your health. In Dark Souls 1, that was done through Curse, where Curse would cut your health in half. In this game, Curse and Hollowing is one and the same. Whenever you get Cursed in this game, you lose, like, you get one stage of Hollowing, essentially. Do you want to sit on me? Not that I want to be sit on, I'm just... You want to sit on me? I want you to sit on me. This guy killed me so many times in my first playthrough. I'd really like... Oh, I didn't dodge. It's a grab attack. I want to bait him into the sits. Yeah, okay, bleeding. Great. I wanted to bait him into the sits attack, because that one's so easy to punish, but for some reason he didn't do it even though I was directly behind him, so... Last time I played this game, I mentioned how I played a little bit not too long ago, like a couple of months ago, but I didn't finish the game. I just stopped at Shrine of the Mana. I was playing it because a friend was playing it. I wanted to join him for the journey, so... last time I fought this guy, he would go into sitting immediately. Like, even when I'm just walking up behind him, because he's not facing you at the beginning. I mean, I don't have to bait him into the sitting thing. You just stand my weapon and fight him normally, but, it's more convenient. But, I failed to dodge the grab. Pretty bad. You wanna sit? Wanna sit on me? Oh, that was a misdodge. Yeah, he managed to sit on me, but that's fine. As long as I can get you to sit again. Problem is he sits away from you, so you need to like force yourself to stay behind him. A bit awkward. Yeah. Not gonna be able to make him sit on me much more unless... Okay, I got lucky. And I missed my hits. It's fine, he's dead. Yeah, if you just abuse the sit thing, it's pretty easy to fight this guy. This ring is, it's okay, yeah. It makes the poise damage from my attacks better, so it's pretty okay. Not the best, not a ring I'll probably keep on my bar, but it doesn't hurt to have this ring early on. That was another strange change from Dark Souls 1 to 2, which stayed in Dark Souls 3, is they changed from 2 rings to 4 rings, which I initially didn't like, and I'm still like a bit mixed feelings on. It's nice to have the option of equipping more rings, but in order to balance having 4 rings, they significantly reduced the potency of each individual ring, which felt like a bit of a shame. Alright, can I bait out one of these guys? Because there's 2 of those trolls I just fought down here. I really don't want to fight them both at once. There's one hiding behind you. But they tend to both aggro at once, I believe. Yeah, he turns around for some reason when I bait this guy. Ah, he fell down. There's a lot of things I want to cover that I'm struggling with covering while in combat. Because one big thing in this game, I didn't fall over, is your iframes and item interaction speed is governed by a stat called adaptability. So early game you will have much less iframes than you do in Dark Souls 1 and 3. And I like having iframes, I find it fun to play around having iframes. So I tend to level adaptability as my first thing. And I intend to do so, because I want to get that iframe stat up as possible. Not to mention the item interactions. Oh, okay, bye! That helps me out a lot, thank you. That was not my intent. Because I do want to fight you guys, but I want to fight you one at a time, so One of 6. See, adaptability is always the first stat I tend to level in this game. I like my iframes. It just makes the game feel more smooth and nice. I'll probably have to look up a chart on how much I need to level adaptability, because technically it increases the agility stats, which is what truly affects your iframes, because you can affect your agility stat by adaptability or attunements. But oh yeah, if I go in his coffin, it's going to change my gender. My friend did that on his first playthrough with me, and he was so confused because he felt like his voice sounded like a girl's voice, and my voice didn't, and I didn't tell him. I kept it a secret throughout the entire playthrough until he realized, wait a second, I am a girl. Like, I had to tell him that he laid in the coffin at the beginning of the game that changed his gender. But yeah, as I was saying, agility is affected by adaptability and attunements, but adaptability changes affects it a lot more than attunement does, because attunement also gives you spell slots. So we are gonna make our way to the hub of this game, and we're gonna immediately find the right place to jump off the side of the map. Here, yep. Okay, don't jump too far though. Take it easy. Take it easy. There we go. What's another thing I wanted to cover regarding Dark Souls 2? Big difference. Alright, should be back again. For some reason the computer had connected to the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi instead of the 5 GHz Wi-Fi, which tends to be less ideal when I'm streaming. So I swapped it over. Hopefully it's going to be better now. I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel bad about covering a lot of the things that I kind of dislike about Dark Souls 2, but it's important to note that just because I dislike something about Dark Souls 2 doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. I'm just pointing out some key differences between Dark Souls 2 and 1 and 3 and trying to explain what the difference is, and the fact that I dislike it is just
take this. Go on.
just happens to be a part of it. I'm not supposed to skip this dialogue.
He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
And I do intend to fully cover the things that I do like as well. I'm not going to avoid those, so...
For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls.
Seek,
You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and powerful.
do I need to seek souls? Larger, more powerful souls?
Seek those whose names
Seek
are
those whose names are
unutterable.
unutterable.
The four endowed with immense souls.
Because I already mentioned how I like the
Their souls will serve as beacons.
power stancing mechanic in this.
Once you have found them,
It's not
return
perfect.
here to me.
I think the dual wield weapons in
So
Dark
that
Souls
hope
3
will not
feel
fade away.
better, but like as a concept, being able to dual wield any weapon through power stancing opens for a lot more opportunities. So if done well, the power stancing mechanic is definitely better than what Dark Souls 3 does. And I'll play around with it a little bit in this playthrough, because I haven't done it too much. I don't know how well it's executed in this game to a full extent, but we'll see.
Bearer of the curse. Seek souls. Larger, more powerful souls.
Seek the king?
Seek the king.
That is the only way.
That is the only way.
Lest this land swallow you whole,
Lest this land swallow
as it
you
has so
whole,
many others.
As it has so many others.
That line will never fade from my memory.
Bearer
of the curse, seek souls, larger, more
Seek
powerful
souls.
souls. Seek the king,
Larger, more powerful
for that is the
souls.
only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it
Seek the
has so
king.
many others.
Lest the
This is what she says every time, well, almost every time you try to level up here. And do I need to upgrade? Yeah, I need to give you Justice Flask. No, I did not. Okay, good. When you skip through her dialogue, all you hear is Bear Seek Seek West, which is why the title of the stream is Bear Seek Seek West. Alright, let's level up adaptability. Okay, we got 90 agility now. Alright, let's go get another Estus Flask shard, and also change our equipment, because we have an Estus Flask. I'll keep these on here just in case. Do I have Homeward Bones? I do not. And we've already died twice? Twice, right? Yeah, twice. Which means no illusory rings for me, because there is one ring you can get in this game by playing through the entire playthrough without dying once, and one you can get from playing through the entire game without ever resting on a bonfire. And we've done both, so not doing those, I guess. Estus Flask shard should be here. Whack! I said whack. Thank you. A really interesting mechanic in this game, really interesting might be a stretch, but, see, I'm already sounding condescending. That was not my intent. I just didn't want to overstate what I was talking about, because it's a very simple concept, but it's still an interesting concept. Do you sell anything I need?
Oh, I could.
Is that weapons break very fast in this game. Unlike Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 3, weapons break so slow that you might as well pretend like it doesn't exist and it's not a mechanic, which kind of makes it pointless in the first place. So in Dark Souls 2, it's actually kind of interesting because the durability of a weapon does matter. Are you a pig that followed me? Yeah, you are. Those pigs are not fun. Out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I don't want to fight them, because they're so short, so sometimes I will strike over their head and miss. This key we get later, so I don't need to worry about that. Here we meet a nice cat, but I'll probably still be chased by the pigs, right? Can I talk to the cat? Hello, cat.
Oh, undead are we? And one without much time remaining.
Pig is coming.
Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say.
Pig is coming.
Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Oh my. Haste makes way.
Yeah, I'm being attacked by pigs. I want to talk to you more, but the pigs are being in the way, so I'll talk to you later. So we can actually listen to the dialogue. But that cat is going to sell me some useful rings. I'm not sure if there's any of the rings I really want. I used to always buy the engraved name ring or whatever it's called, because I like playing co-op with friends sometimes, and you need that ring to play co-op with friends. Oh, now I remember what the mechanic I was going to talk about that I'm not a big fan of, and even the people that are a fan of this game tend to not like.
Who are you? Oh, I packed some.
This is the blacksmith.
I'm
Yeah. It's gonna help us upgrade our weapon, I reckon, if we can just open the door for him. But yeah, even the people that like this game. I shouldn't say even the people that like this game, because I like this game. Okay? So let's not get that wrong. I like this game, I just like it less than some other options, you know? It's like... I still think it's a good game, because obviously it's still a good game. I wouldn't be playing it if it wasn't, or maybe I would, who knows, but for the most part, I tend to only play games I like. You're the crestfallen?
You have that this.
I'm gonna skip some dialogue, but I'm gonna skip it slowly. This pig is not gonna let me talk to anyone, is it? You need to get killed. You have so much health though, don't you? Yep. And I already missed an attack, and the other ones are gonna walk up on me. Oh, let's just move on then. I'll talk to them later when the pigs aren't bothering me. Oh, maybe I can just sit down on the bonfire. That makes the most sense, doesn't it? Sit down at the bonfire, and they'll go away. But there is a mechanic in this game known as soul memory, which you can see over here. So in this game, all the souls you collect get added to soul memory. If you spend your souls or lose your souls, then you'll lose the souls you have, but the soul memory stays. So soul memory is kind of like a tracking mechanic of all the souls you've ever accumulated in the game, and it's used for the sake of online matchmaking.
You probably heard that it... Well, there's nothing.
Which creates for some kind of iffy situations, because
Do you even... anything? What do you... to be a we? And that...
Yeah, I'll save talking with characters for later, because there's so much I want to cover early on, so we'll talk to characters when I have less to talk about myself. So this kind of creates a similar situation to some of the situation I've complained about before, where I feel like this game kind of punishes you a bit too much for dying, because it uses soul memory in terms of online matchmaking, or invasions and summoning phantoms to help you and such. And if you're a player who dies a lot, you will probably lose your souls a lot, and therefore you won't be able to level up as much with your souls, but your soul memory will still go up. So you will still be invaded by people who have not died as much as you, but can be higher level than you. And they did some adjustments to the system to make it less bad after release, so it's not as bad as it initially was. Because initially it would also make it impossible to co-op with people unless you carefully managed your soul memory along with the people you want to co-op with, if you're doing like structured co-op, which was never the intent in Dark Souls. So I understand how like the system didn't really account for that initially, because Dark Souls was never meant to be a game where you co-op with a friend. The entire online experience of Dark Souls 1, and therefore also Dark Souls 2, and to a lesser extent Dark Souls 3, because they started adapting it to what people also wanted, the online system was designed to be kind of like a random online system, where you get help from random people who are on their journey alongside with you. That's why they have the blood splatters on the ground, that's why they have the messages you can leave around, that's why they had the phantoms you can summon to help you, and why they had the invasions. It's like all designed to be random, to have random interactions with random players playing the game, and having those random interactions either be a convenience or a nuisance to you. And it's a cool concept. But once Dark Souls got ported to PC, it attracted a player base that was interested in playing the game alongside their friends, as kind of like a from start to end co-op experience. And that was still possible in Dark Souls 1 by just synchronizing your souls level. But with the inclusion of the soul memory system, that became a lot more difficult. And in order to circumvent that, they did eventually add the... I believe that ring wasn't in the game from the get-go, at least, if I'm not mistaken. If it was in the game, it was changed how it works, because I remember it being like very tricky early on. There's this ring you can buy from the cats that allows you to choose one of several deities to kind of like designate yourself to. You can change it whenever you equip the ring. And it essentially increases your odds of co-oping with people that will... Actually, it restricts you to co-oping with people that use the same ring as you, I suppose, or the same selection on the ring. and also vastly increases or removes the cap. I think it vastly increases the cap for who you can cope with within the same, like, amongst those that use the ring, which allows you to have much more liberal rules in terms of coping with friends. And that ring in Dark Souls 3 was replaced with the password system, where you set a password into the settings to enable a password to cope only with your friends. And of course, this whole like ring slash password system doesn't apply to invasions, because you shouldn't be able to use that to circumvent invasions. Although it would be kind of fun to have, like, if you had like a bunch of friends, to set up kind of like a private session, so that only your friends can invade you. So you kind of like have this full playthrough with a bunch of people that everyone knows each other and invades each other or helps each other as they go through the game. But there's probably not a lot of people that have that option, so. But in theory, it's cool. But yeah, the soul memory system is a bit of a mess. I'm not sure how dropping items works in Dark Souls 2 either, in terms of co-op, because this is a bad spot to be in, but it's fine. I know Dark Souls 3 has limitations on which items you can drop in order to have it be balanced. It would make sense to me that Dark Souls 2 also tends to have that, because that used to be a big problem in Dark Souls 1. You can have people that didn't level up in order to get to the end game and get very powerful equipment, and then they would invade you and destroy you. And I didn't upgrade my Estus Flask, that's fine, whatever. Doesn't matter. Hopefully. Maybe I'll die to the high tonight, we'll see. The fact that people did that in Dark Souls 1, where they stayed low level, got good equipment, invaded people in low level that hadn't gotten access to that equipment yet, and destroyed them in PvP, was probably the reason behind the soul memory system. So the reason behind the system was a good one, but the execution wasn't very good. And in Dark Souls 3... Oh yeah, you can jump over here. I never do that. Is that gonna kill me? Yeah, maybe. We'll try again, though. In Dark Souls 3, they kind of improved the system by instead using a combination of soul level and weapon upgrade level for the sake of matchmaking. So that if you've upgraded your weapon too much, you can't invade people that haven't upgraded their weapon as much. That was better. How does that jump very far? It's kind of weird. And yeah, the system in Dark Souls 3 works a lot better. I don't know if in Dark Souls 3 you can still do that thing where you go to the end of the game with soul level 1 and you kind of like don't upgrade your weapon for the sake of invading people that don't have access to those things yet. But if the game design is good enough, that shouldn't be too big of a problem, because I feel like they should design the weapons to be balanced, even if you, like, the weapons shouldn't automatically be better later in the game. Oh, that's how you work, right. Now let's use some life gems then. Are you gonna whack me? How fast are you? You're a little bit fast. Okay. I should have killed you first, shouldn't I? Can I parry you with my hand? Can I parry? Oh, I can. How hard is it to parry in this game? I'm not very used to parrying in Dark Souls 2. I remember the best parry weapon for a long time, if it's still... I don't know if it still is. Was the curved Painting Guardian sword. Not at all the correct timing. What is the correct timing for you? It's not that early and it's not that late, so I don't know the timing. Might be very... Oh, am I gonna die? Because I'm testing dumb things. Oh, you don't stagger that easily either, huh? Keep popping life gems! Might as well use them at some point, because I'll probably stop using them as much eventually once I get more Estus Flasks. Also, I feel like a lot of my explanations for Dark Souls 2 versus 1 and 3 is very rambly. I'm sorry if they're not very clear. But I'm trying. I can't charge my... No, I cannot charge my heavy attacks in this game. Hide a Knight's Sword. Can I use that? I need more dex. That is still a straight sword, though. I want to get my hands on the long sword. That's what I like to use. I also want to get my hand on 2 longswords so I can try power stancing them, because I do want to try power stancing, because that's like one of the very unique things about Dark Souls 2 that sets it apart in probably a good way. I mean, once again, depends on preference, I suppose. Hello, friend. Probably shouldn't slice people in the back if I call them friend. But hey, at least Dark Souls 2 has poise, like Dark Souls 1 does, because yeah, the big changes from Dark Souls 3 from 1 would be the poise system being very strange and different, and the inclusion of the mana bar instead of spells having their own kind of like designated casts amounts, like the amount of times you can cast them. And that too is like a matter of preference. Having played a lot of Dark Souls 3, I've gotten very used to the mana bar, but I definitely see the appeal in having like the fixed casts, because you don't feel like you have to choose between using one spell or another, because as long as you have them both equipped, they have their own cast amount. So in Dark Souls 3, you feel like you have to like kind of like weigh the option of using spell number 1 versus spell number 2, because they share a resource pool. Not only do they share a resource pool, they also share a resource pool with weapon arts. But the inclusion of weapon arts was probably the reason behind the inclusion of the mana system in the first place, because they wanted to make it operate on a resource. If they went the Dark Souls 1 route, it would probably operate on weapon durability, but they ended up not doing that. And they also probably wanted to make attunement more beneficial to more than just casters. Is there any reason to pair with a Kestis in this game? I don't remember. I feel like there isn't. This armor gives item discovery, just the hat actually. I think you need the Jester sets for some of the other effects. I don't remember if it's item discovery or Outer Souls. I can get a Faris Lockstone, which I should probably get eventually, but I'll buy a key for now. This is the blacksmith key, right? Anything else I want to buy? I'm good. You moved to Firelink Shrine, not Firelink Shrine, Majula. I'm gonna call it Firelink Shrine by accident several times probably. I think she moves to Majula if I buy enough, or maybe she just does it automatically. It's locked. Well, it's a good thing this door is very shabby. What's the other thing about Dark Souls 3, 1? It feels weird to compare Dark Souls 3 to 1, but I feel like I should do it a little bit, simply to prove a point that I'm not just harassing Dark Souls 2. There's key differences between Dark Souls 3 and 1 as well. So what was it? I said mana, and it was one more big thing. Poise, right. I'm very curious about how the poise system in Dark Souls 3 is received now versus the poise system in Dark Souls 1 and 2. Because, I haven't played Elden Ring. I want to, and because I want to, I'm trying to stay away from information about it. But I do believe I've heard that the poise system in Elden Ring is more similar to the poise system from Dark Souls 1 and 2. I'm curious how the PvPers from Dark Souls 3 into Elden Ring feel about going back to the poise system. The more traditional poise system. Can I have this? Thank you. I think both are probably fun in their own way. Alright, let me level up a bit.
Here to see, however.
Upgrade Estus Flask. Level up. Adaptability! Keep going. That's all we need.
Bearer, seek the
I might have another shard. Yeah, I do. Let me tab out real quick and open a window about Dark Souls 2 agility. Let's have a look. So agility. Okay. So breaking points are 99, 105, 111, 114, 160. Can I write that down in a little notepad so I have it on my screen without blocking my stream chats? So we'll do 99, 105, 111, 114, 116. We'll also do like a little like PS2 adaptability. Of course, it's also dependent on so adaptability gives adaptability from 3 to 10 gives 2 points of agility. Agility 10 to 20 gives 7 points. 20 to 30 gives 8 points. And then 30 to 40 gives 7 points, and 40 to 99 is 7 points. Okay, so 10 to 20, 20 to 30. Okay, so 30 seems to be like the sweet spot. So we'll see how close we get to 30 by the time we have like a nice amount. I want my adaptability. I like it. Check my inventory real quick. I'm currently hollow, but it is what it is. Only slightly hollow though. Okay, make sure I tab back into the live stream chats so I have that open. Otherwise, I'll feel bad. There we go. Good old Forest of Fallen Giants. Do I have any fire bombs? I tend to mess up this attempt no matter what, but do you sell fire bombs? Do I have any? Let's buy 3. Let's see if I mess it up. So on the other side of this wall to the left, there are explosive barrels. You're supposed to detonate them from the other side to open up the secret wall. You get a shortcut back here, but you can hit them from this side and blow up the wall, but I tend to fail. At least I failed last time, so... Too high. You adjust the height by adjusting the camera. Nah, that's a failure. I'm not going to waste any more souls on it. It's not an important shortcut anyways, so... It is what it is. Hello, friend. Hi. Ow. Ow. Why do I feel like the camera automatically adjusted itself in combats? Because it does. And also, auto lock on? No thanks. Auto target? No. There we go. Maybe that's why my camera feels so weird. Ow. Oh, he's gonna strike again. Nice hit, dude. Have a sip. How much does this heal? Oh yeah, it's super slow in this game. That's something I need to be careful about, because like too much Dark Souls 3, and in Dark Souls 3 using an Estus is kind of similar to using a light gem in this one, where you can use it pretty fast and you can move while using it, like at a slow speed. But here you stand completely still while drinking Estus. I go this way. Across the roof. Don't shoot me. So rude. I really want to kill the Pursuer in the first encounter. I did so last time I played this. But I did kind of like intentionally level up in preparation. I think I like cleared the entire of this area without clearing the boss. And then I went to Highest Tower of the First Flame and did most of that, and then I went back and killed the Pursuer. I'm not sure if I killed the Dragon Rider or if I killed the Pursuer first. But I think the Pursuer, either the Pursuer or the Dragon Rider was the first boss I killed. So now we're back here. Now I gotta jump over again. Camera still feels a little bit off. Probably my controller then. Let's see, I want to jump this way. That was a terrible jump, but it's fine. Hopefully the blacksmith has long swords when I open his door. Could have done so when I was in Firelink Shrine, but I didn't. Nice trap. Good classic trap. I do like it. Very Dark Souls. At least this game doesn't have like the triple traps that Dark Souls 3 has. I feel like Dark Souls 3 overdid it on the traps. They kind of like added traps to traps.
My name is Kale. I'm navigating.
Like, I get it, it's the third
Why
game.
can't
People are
I
used to
be
the
yours?
traps, but you don't need to put traps on the traps on the
Well,
traps
to
just to
be-
make
when I
it less
first came
predictable.
into this, it was
It just gets tedious.
a curse? Something about a curse?
Starting to forget.
How embarrassing. I seem to have
Yeah,
lost
I'm
my
pretty like,
focus.
charger on my headset fell out. Plug that in while this guy talks.
I have always been very fond of maps.
Pretty recurring theme in characters of this game is that they're all kind of like losing their memory because the hollowing in this game is very strongly characterized by people losing their sense of
I came
self.
to this land some time ago. Drangleic, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic. Have you seen Majula? Oh, there's a rather spacious mansion there.
Yeah, I like to have the key for it.
I've made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Inside the mansion, I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangleic.
That would make the most sense, wouldn't it?
Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom.
That doesn't make any sense.
Wait. No. That wasn't it.
Yeah, of course it wasn't, because you wouldn't know about the map until you saw it after coming here.
To recall. Were you looking for that map? Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like me.
Yeah, sure.
Shame on you. You should have told me before. Here, take this. A key to the mansion. What a joy to meet a kindred spirit out here. Incredible, really, isn't it? Oh, I would not venture. I can't be certain. Something about it, Phil. I'll be back. Perhaps we will. I'll be.
There we go. Exhausted the dialogue. Yeah, I should go back there as well. I don't remember if there's a second Estus shard there. Probably isn't. Yeah, I want to get myself to 5 Estus flasks as soon as possible, because that feels like the sweet spot for Estus flasks. That's why I like that you get you can get 5 right away in Dark Souls 3 if you do the tree jump. Oh yeah, one of the major things that Dark Souls 2 is praised for, compared to Dark Souls 3, is that it has very like open player choice in terms of where you want to go early on. That's quite nice. Hello, friend. I missed you. I tried to do like a jumping 180 plunge, I guess. Because in comparison, Dark Souls 3 is pretty linear, and I feel like they should have done some things to make Dark Souls 3 more open. I talked about that in my playthrough where I said if they didn't put the Abyss Watchers along the path on the way to Yorm and Aldrich, and they also made like the path from Irithyll to Yorm a bit longer, so that it feels like more of a choice whether you do Aldrich, Yorm, or Abyss Watchers first, then it would feel a bit more open. But since Yorm is kind of like very quick to get to, and Abyss Watchers has to be beaten first, then it feels a bit linear. Because in this game, the idea is very similar to Dark Souls 1 and 3, in that I'm not going to go up here until I'm ready to fight a pursuer. You blow up this wall. Let me just have a sit first, just in case. I don't know how much damage this is going to do. Last time I did this guy missed like 60 times, but hey, he got on the first try, nice. Now, please don't kill me. I'm just going to have a sit. Go to Majula. What's I saying? Yeah, the premise is similar to Dark Souls 1 and 3, in that in the beginning of the game, you're hunting down... Well, in Dark Souls 1, in the beginning, you're hunting down the Chimes, then going to Anor Londo, then you're hunting down the Lords. But in Dark Souls 2 and 3, pretty much the goal from the get-go is to hunt down the Lords. And this is just to get a powerful soul enough to go to Drangleic Castle, I suppose, because you can also just get there by acquiring 1,000,000 soul memory instead of killing the Lords. The equivalent to Lords. But yeah, your goal is to beat the Rotten, the Lost Sinner, the Old Iron King, And is there one more? Yeah, Jukes der Freya. Well, you were supposed to get the Duke's soul, but you have to beat the Jukes der Freya in order to get it. And the order in which you beat them is fairly open. You have a lot of freedom and to pursue, like, sure, there's probably like a most common route you'll end up taking if you play this game completely blind, but if you know the routes you can take, you can very freely choose the order you want to take and beat them in, and that's pretty cool. Hello, skeleton friend. This was the place I was not supposed to go, according to the guy. Ow, whacked me. You have bleed buildup. Even the animations on the enemies feel a bit like almost slow-mo, because this game is like a bit slow-paced compared to Dark Souls 1 and 3. Not in a bad way. Just gonna reiterate that. The different flavor, that's all. Slow-paced but methodical. That's what Dark Souls 2 is, to put it into simple words. And Dark Souls 3 is fast-paced, intuition/reaction-based. And I get more of a rush fighting a fight that involves being fast-paced. That just makes sense. A fast-paced fight that generally gives you more of a rush, but doesn't mean this game doesn't have its appeal. I got very sidetracked from what I was talking about. I was talking about, yeah, the freedom of choosing which boss to go for first. I haven't even chosen which boss I want to go for first. Like, you can go for one of the bosses, like, pretty much from the very beginning of the game. Although I think it's kind of difficult to do so, because it would involve jumping into this pit. And I'm not sure if you can survive this fall unless you level up your health, or you get the silver cat ring, which you can purchase from the cats. Once we eventually do talk to the cats. But I think it's going to be a bit expensive, so it's not like we can buy it right now anyways. Alright, I'm going to open this for you. And rob your chest. Short bow. I'm going to talk to you.
Ah, yes.
Very good.
But first,
Come back later. Let's have a sit.
you, the name, and you are a man, not Roman. Oh, but your equipment.
Do you sell longswords? Yes, you do. They are very expensive. Okay, that's a bit of a shame in Dark Souls 1 and 2. You can only sell items to certain NPCs, so, can't really sell things. That's a nice addition to Dark Souls 3. Very convenient. Not even because I want to be able to sell items, it just feels less of a waste to sell items you don't want to than to drop them on the ground. Yeah, it wasn't 3,000, I'm blind, it was 1,300. Cool, I'm gonna buy 2. I need 9 decks though. We'll be around if I make it back. So if I want a power stance longswords, I need 1.5 times the strength and dex requirement.
To see light.
So I'm probably gonna need 14 dex and 15 strength. Because it was 9 dex, which is rounded, it's 13.5, but it's probably rounded up to 14. So my strength is 11, my dex is this, so I should be able to use the sword now. But only one, of course. We'll get our longsword. That does feel a lot more like my kind of weapon. Although it doesn't have a thrusting attack on the one-handed moveset. Does it have it on the two-handed one? Yes, it does. Is that how it normally works? I feel like it's the other way around in Dark Souls 1 and 2. Well, I might be crazy. At least in 3. No, Dark Souls 1 and 3 is what I mean. At least in Dark Souls 3, I feel like it's the other way around. I don't remember in Dark Souls 1, but I feel like in Dark Souls 3, it's swinging motion on heavy attack on two-handed moveset, and it's stabbing attack on one-handed moveset. But I guess stabs makes more sense for two-handed movesets. Because you would use your second hand on the pommel to push. Although he doesn't actually do that, but in terms of like thrusting attacks, that makes the most sense. I can't even talk. It's been a while. I've been rambling a lot about Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1. This was going to be a short stream because I was testing things out. Hopefully I'll be a bit more collected next time. I might repeat some of the things I talked about this time, only to like portray it in a more what's a good word? I want to say concise, but that's not the word I'm looking for. But let's just say concise. Yeah, I want to portray my thoughts in a more concise and clear manner than I did today. I might repeat some of my thoughts about Dark Souls 2 versus 3 and 1, but yeah. Technically, I should write a list. I should make some notes so that I have like a good balance of things I think are very good and things I think are not as good, or rather things I like and things I dislike, because it's subjective, you know. But I will still try to explain why I like or dislike something, to kind of like try to maybe explain it a bit more objectively. But if I cannot explain it objectively, then I will explain it subjectively as well, because, you know, it is what it is. It's a game. It's part of it is about, you know, subjective enjoyment. So that's gonna be it for now. We will probably play more Dark Souls 2 next time. I'm not entirely sure when that will be. I should have time in 2 days, but if I might want to try again tomorrow as well, simply to like do a few more streams in rapid succession, simply so I can get adjusted to streaming again as fast as possible, and also get as much feedback on how well this is working. Not feedback from you guys, feedback from myself, like reflect. I mean, and of course I appreciate feedback from you guys, that would be even more helpful, but primarily I'm expecting myself to analyze and see how well the settings are working, how well the quality is, and how good. See, I can't talk. So I'll just end it there. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. And even if I don't, have a great day, and have a great rest of the weekend, and I'm gonna peace out. Alright, bye! Mouse moving over the screen. I should do that before I do the outro, so you don't see this awkward mouse moving over. It's like, oh, he's gonna hit the stop stream button. Yeah, I am, but I feel awkward when you can see me do it. Alright, bye!